Chaddle!
An Eastside Dave Star Wars podcast. And I am your host, Darth David.
And I'm
Jedi Jared. That's you, baby.
Thanks, Dogsy.
Gotta give it to Michael for putting us on the straight and narrow.
Thank you, Michael.
I tried the first couple episodes of Yaddle Chaddle. I thought I was going to be Master David, and then Michael quickly said, Dogsy, referring to me, Dogsy, you're a goddamn Sith, Daddy. Just like your dick, your lightsaber's red. I go, you know what, Michael? Even though I want to call you a son of a bitch, you're goddamn right. I am a Sith. And I say it loudly. I say it proudly. Darth David. And then Jedi Jared. And the good thing about the alliteration with Jedi Jared is if you think for one goddamn second I would ever call you Master, even for something as silly and benign as Yaddle Chaddle, on the Eastside Dave Star Wars podcast, think again, my friend. I would never fucking refer to you as Master Jared. But it worked out. The alliteration worked out. Jedi Jared, Darth David.
Thank you.
Those are our names. You know, I have now...
Thank you, David.
I have commissioned our official Yaddle Chaddle artwork to the one and only Coke Logic.
Oh, wow.
Who has done literally 100% of my official artwork for everything. Right now, if you look at the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show, that's Coke Logic's artwork. You look at Davey Max Sports, Coke Logic. The Eastside Dave Show, Coke Logic. Sam and Dave, Coke Logic. Everything's Coke Logic. And so I took the picture of us with the red blue lightsabers that we had.
Which got a very positive reception.
Very positive.
Online.
And by the way, don't think I wasn't paying attention to what you said in terms of you loving purple. The app, my lightsaber app, did not offer a purple lightsaber.
What?
So I was I'm telling you, attention to detail is my fucking middle name, brother.
Whoa.
So I was going to give you the purple, but hey, it wasn't there, you got the fucking blue.
Classic blue. That's fine. I can live with
By
that.
the way, this is almost like a bonus show. We told the Yaddle Chaddle audience we're going to be off for 2 weeks, and lo and behold, here we are.
We're making it work for this week for the fans.
Well, I guess because, you know, this week is May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day.
Star Wars fans across the board, Yaddle Chaddle heads, your Yaddle heads, Yad men.
I like Yad men.
Yad men, Yad women. Well, but we also definitely need to keep the female audience. Don't forget, we have a huge female audience.
No, I appreciate that, but Yad men is all-encompassing.
Okay, fair enough. But because of May the 4th, and because you were able to shuffle some things around.
I definitely was.
You were able to do it this week.
So I'm here.
All right.
We're going to talk Star Wars.
All right, well then let's do this. All right, I got a theory right off the fucking bat. I don't even want to hesitate.
All right, hit me with it.
Okay. So this is going to sound a little strange, but I want you to just hold your fucking phone for a second, you piece of shit, and let Darth David do the goddamn talking for a change.
I've got my phone in my hand.
Anakin Skywalker put the Force in R2-D2. R2-D2 is the first droid ever, maybe the only droid, who has the Force. Now, Darth David, don't be silly. Don't be stupid. Don't be a fucking asshole, Darth David. That's what you were going to say, right, Jedi Jared?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
You piece of shit.
Did you read my mind with the Force, David?
You goddamn piece of shit. Let me tell you something. Think about this for a second. Anakin Skywalker has a very close attachment to R2-D2. Even in Revenge of the Sith, at the beginning, where R2 and Obi-Wan are on that ship, they're going on after Grievous and this and that. And
it's his navigation droid.
But there's more to it than that. Obi-Wan's like, what's the deal with R2? And you see even Anakin going, he's trying. Don't say anything about it. He's like, come on, Master. He's defending R2.
Yeah, because they're buddies.
Anakin Skywalker somehow figured out how to put the Force in a microchip. and the microchip was inserted into R2-D2. Hold on! We know about the midichlorians with Anakin Skywalker. We know that he's stronger with the Force. You think he couldn't figure out how to come up with a way to encapsulate some Force or to capture a little Force energy and put it onto technology and then put it into R2? Hold the phone. In episode 4,
Yeah.
R2-D2, then he goes, okay, he's on Tatooine. He's supposed to be going on a mission to Obi-Wan Kenobi. But when he encounters Luke Skywalker, who is extremely strong with the Force, what happens? Boom! The goddamn message. Boom! The Leia message. Boom! The message. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Boom! The message. The fucking message. Boom! This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope. Boom! The message. Why? Because
I'm sorry. That sound is great.
Boom! No, Anakin Skywalker did it so that the selective, extremely strong, extremely talented Jedi, like the game-changing Jedi or someone who had game-changing Force sensitivity, that would be the person to unlock R2. Hold on! People have pointed this out for episode 7. They go, there's a flaw in that movie because before they even had to attack the base, right? BB is there with part of the Luke Skywalker map, and R2 is there with the rest of the Luke Skywalker map. But remember, he's powered down. BB-8 goes up to him, tries to get him to work, and C-3PO goes, oh, he's been powered down ever since Luke Skywalker left. Remember that?
Yeah.
And people said that that's a hole. It's not a hole. It's not a hole. Why? Because no one could unlock it. That Force microchip that Anakin inserted into R2 means only the most powerful Jedi or Sith can unlock it. And how does R2-D2 come back to life, essentially? Basically repowers up when Rey is there. Remember, when Rey is back on the base, once again, R2 can feel an incredibly strong, sensitive Force user. Let's recap. Anakin has a very strange, very deep connection to what is usually just a droid. To us, Jared, it would be like having a connection to our refrigerator, honestly, or a connection to our GPS. It's not going to happen. Anakin does. Why? Because he put some sort of Force into it. Episode 4, Luke unlocks it involuntarily. R2, it happens to him involuntarily. He realizes, shit, I'm on a specific mission for Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Force is so strong, it's like R2 involuntarily just blurts out the goddamn message, or at least half the message. And then we see it again with Rey in episode 7. R2 is stone cold. He doesn't light up. But then all of a sudden, R2 comes back to life. Why would he come back to life? Boom, Rey. It's a direct connection from Anakin to Luke to Rey. Your 3 protagonists in each trilogy, by the way. Anakin in the prequel, Luke in the original, and Rey in the sequel. Each protagonist is the one who can unlock the Force within R2-D2. Now you may talk, Jedi Jared. What do you think about that fucking theory, you piece of shit?
That's a lot to process.
Yeah, it is. I told you, Yaddle Chaddle's gonna fuck your head. It's gonna make you see things in a different way.
Oh my God, I wish I had more time to think about this than
Uh-huh.
just putting me on the spot.
That's right. I do the show prep. I know what topics we're gonna talk about. You come in here blind, like a fucking idiot. Like just a stupid, dumb idiot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I see we resulted to that now. That's great. Okay, cool. It's just like special delivery.
No, come on.
No, okay.
What do you think? It's not bad.
It's not a bad theory.
It's not bad at all.
I don't know how Anakin could possibly not know that Luke and Leia are his son and daughter and yet somehow put the Force in a microchip. So, I guess there's
midichlorians. Hold on. We have that one example of technology, science, and Force coming together with midichlorians and with Qui-Gon with that little remote control thing. Checking out Anakin Skywalker. My point is technology and the Force and science aren't necessarily mutually exclusive.
No,
you can combine them. We saw Anakin do it in episode 1. We saw Qui-Gon do it in episode 1.
I think that one of George Lucas's biggest mistakes was trying to quantify the Force.
No, okay. Let me give you my take on that. I never saw it as it's the end-all, be-all. Anakin simply has more midichlorians, so he has more Force. But it's a way of, like, for instance, if you get an IQ test, right? If someone tests off the charts, you go, okay, this person's a possible genius.
Yeah, but
but but you still have to train and teach him. The midichlorian count wasn't the end-all, be-all. It was the big, like a beacon of, oh, look at it. It was an alert. Oh my gosh, his midichlorians are off the charts. That means this kid could be very, very, very special.
I think what was great about the Force in the original trilogy was it was supposed to be something mystical.
Faith-based.
Not so much faith-based, but that every living thing had the Force flowing through it.
True.
So with that in regards, shouldn't it be that everyone has midichlorians in them, right? However, George Lucas was trying to quantify it, and it's pretty obvious he dropped the rest of the midichlorians throughout the rest of the series, because I think there was somewhat of a backlash of it, and that's part of what I liked about Donnie Yen's character in Rogue One.
Oh, I love that character. I love those two characters, for sure.
He's not a Jedi.
Chirrut and Baze.
But Chirrut is Force sensitive.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
And he's able to do all that. He can't do Jedi level stuff.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I was giving I was going to give an impersonation, but you're right. I'm not going to give that impersonation. All right. So in any event,
I'll go back.
Yes.
So to go back to your theory.
You don't like it?
No, I do like it. I'm not 100% on it.
You're a piece of shit. I'll tell you what I'm 100% on, that you being a piece of shit.
Thanks.
That's what I'm 100% on. You rejected my theory.
I didn't reject it.
This is why I'm a Sith.
You need to flesh it out more.
Constant rejection.
You need to flesh it out.
There's a reason why I'm a Sith. Fucking Jedi Council like you.
Well, I don't know how Anakin could put the Force in a microchip. I don't know
there
how
has
that
to
works.
be a way. You breathe. Breathe into a jar, and then you take that jar. You take that jar and you put it into like a USB port.
So you're trying to say that Anakin put some of his...
Figured out how to put his essence. His Force essence into a microchip. I mean, a human being can put a little bit of their DNA into a jar. Or how about this? You jizz. I mean, I'm not trying to get disgusting.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what? That was disgusting, and I apologize. I mean, what I'm saying is a semen sample that might have the Force in it.
All right. I'm going to try to help you out here.
I was trying not to be disgusting. You forced me to get into the details and the ins and outs, so now that I'm out.
Okay, I'm going to try to help you out here. How many times do you think Anakin touched R2-D2?
Oh, God.
Fixed him, worked on
1,000.
him. Right? Because Anakin's supposed to be a genius engineer.
Yes, 1,000 times.
He captured some of the DNA. And...
What do you mean, while Anakin was working on him?
Yeah.
That's not bad either.
And therefore capturing some of the essence, like you said,
you know
DNA.
What? Anakin was... So a little showboaty. Remember with the food, making the food float in episode 2? I could see him sort of fixing R2 with just putting his hand out, and using the Force to like heal a few wires. But maybe in doing that, maybe by using the Force, because he's just lazy, is what I'm saying, to heal like a few burnt wires, that Force got into R2. That's not a bad thing, Jared. In fact, I am actually going to take that for my point that I was trying to make, because basically I created this entire theory, and now I'm going to say that the way Luke was able to transfer the Force into R2 is he was working on him the thousands of times he put his hands. And then one time he had to fix a bunch of wires, and he used the Force to do it, but then that actually got the Force into R2. So I'm taking that point for me. 15 points for me, -1 for you.
I literally was trying to help you.
Oh, and
make
you did.
a more sound theory.
You did. You did. My theory was half-baked. It was great. I didn't think of all the specifics. Now we have the specifics.
Okay,
It's
fine.
a winner.
All right, fine.
So 16 points for me and -2 for you?
Sure.
Yes! Now, Jared, we
Yes.
did a cage match a few weeks ago between a Jawa and an Ewok. And I realized up until today's cage match, I had tried to go for a good guy, bad guy. Then I realized that means that I took, because, like Wampa versus Wookiee, right? The Wampa's obviously the bad guy, trying to eat Luke.
Yes.
Can't be eating Luke for dinner. Come on.
No.
There's plenty of other things on Hoth to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, penguins, there's seals, there's all kinds of tauntauns. And then we had Akbar versus Tarkin. Obviously, Akbar's a good guy, Tarkin. Then I thought about it, and I said, Jawa versus Ewok. Ewok is clearly a good guy, so I'm basically saying a Jawa is a bad guy. Now, my question to you is, am I right in saying that? Should I have said that?
I don't know if you have a lot of confidence in the fact that the Jawas are good or bad. I think what you were doing, we're taking like a tail of the tape. When you're doing these cage matches, you're coming up with these ideas. You're kind of doing like more evenly matched.
That's what I'm trying to do, but if I have an avenue for good guy versus bad guy, I take it.
Well, obviously, yes.
So what I'm saying is, I had put Jawa in the bad guy category.
I don't think Jawas are good or bad. I think they're
Okay.
I think they're opportunistic.
All right.
So if they can get the right parts or enough money or credits,
Okay.
they'll do whatever.
Let me tell you something. They're horrible little people.
I mean, they're
They
they're
steal.
scavengers. Yeah.
They're thieves. They fucking blasted R2 right in the face.
Yeah,
He
well-
was casually taking a stroll through goddamn Tatooine, for fuck's sake. Minded his piece of kid. He was whistling. How many droids whistle?
Yeah, but...
He was whistling while he was walking, and here comes a fucking Jawa shooting him right in the goddamn head.
but Amy Sedaris was sleeping with them.
That was beyond disturbing.
I used to date a Jawa. Furry little thing.
That character's nuts.
That's a great Amy Sedaris impression.
Thank you. I've never done it until literally just now.
Because you sound just like her brother David, and they sound exactly alike.
So in the end, so no, I actually think Jawas might be bad. Let's remember this. Who hangs out at Jabba's palace? A Jawa. Who shoots R2-D2? A Jawa. Who captures 3PO? A Jawa. Jawas have a reputation of hanging around the bad people.
First off,
Show me one Jawas, half the rebels.
the only good people that seem to be on Tatooine are Uncle Owen on Peru, the Moisture Farm,
It's a
and Luke
shithole.
Skywalker.
That's a shithole of a planet. Luke was right. There is fucking nothing good that comes from Tatooine.
Except Skywalkers. That's like the Kyber crystal in the rough, if you will, of Tatooine. Are these incredibly force-sensitive people
That's true.
that's in this shithole planet.
Now, speaking of Kyber Crystal in the rough,
Okay.
Captain Phasma. That's a character. So we have come up with a segment called, what was it, Diamond in the Rough?
Yeah,
But we
good.
wanted to change, well, you said Diamond in the Rough. And I said, listen, you got to Star Wars it. So it's Kyber Crystal in the Rough. But basically it's a character, plot line, anything that we thought there was a good idea there, but it needs vast improving.
Oh, absolutely.
And Captain Phasma, I think, is a perfect Kyber crystal in the rough.
Totally underutilized.
What happened?
Well, I think it's the same thing with, was it Admiral Hux?
I thought Hux had more, General Hux, I thought he had more, at least a little bit more to do than Phasma.
But we'll save him for another time. How about that?
Okay,
we'll do
good.
that next week.
Yes.
So Captain Phasma, kind of like Boba Fett in the early, in the first trilogy.
No, I felt very Boba Fett vibes, but Boba Fett still had a little more of, I don't know, power or impressiveness to him.
I think the only thing, the saving grace of Boba Fett, because I used to think, like, why does everyone love Boba Fett in the original trilogy? I'm like, he has maybe 15 minutes of screen time throughout 3 films.
Well, look who he's hanging out with. Vader and Jabba. They're 2 of the coolest characters of all time. And not only does he hang out with Vader in Empire, he questions Vader. What happens, if he dies? He's worth a lot to me. Like, people, he only says a few things, but the things he says are fucking huge.
And I get the fact that he was the actual bounty to track them to Cloud City. So I started understanding the appeal of Boba Fett.
Yes, he was the bounty hunter to track him to Cloud City. Of course he was.
But I think that they just created a character that was a toy.
Well, the character came in the Star Wars Holiday Special. It debuted, as a cartoon.
No. I'm not talking about Boba Fett.
Oh.
I'm talking about Captain
Phasma. Okay, so with Phasma,
that was a toy.
So, I don't know if you heard, but the Phasma helmet, believe it or not, was the original design for Kylo Ren. As crazy as that sounds. And yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
JJ said it's too similar to a Stormtrooper, so I don't want to use it for Kylo Ren, but I love the design, so let's hold it. But that's like, to me, it was a very Vince McMahon WWE thing where it's like, I have this person who's really cool, but I've got jack and shit ideas of what to do with her.
They should.
Like, I just, you see it all the time in wrestling where there's a huge wrestler that people really, really love and want to get behind, and they don't do anything with them because they don't know what to do with them. JJ didn't know what to do with Captain Phasma.
They should have made her incredibly ruthless, and they didn't.
Yeah, kill people. Let's go.
Like, they should have made her like the Terminator.
Absolutely.
They tried to make her like the Terminator, but they didn't nail it. And the fact that she dies at the end of 8,
episode 8,
it was like, why'd you even create a character in the first place that's not gonna like?
Rian Johnson just went kill crazy. Just killed everyone. Killing Phasma, killing Luke. Just killed Snoke.
Oh my God.
Maybe Rian Johnson thought the second movie was the third movie. Because the decisions he made are the decisions you make for the third act of a play, not the second act.
Yes, everyone dies at the third act of Hamlet. Everyone dies.
He killed everyone.
He killed 2 new characters and then the most beloved character in the entire series.
Fucking A. Everyone's on a hit list. It's like Rian Johnson said, now actually, it's not going to be a trilogy. We're just going to end it after 2 movies. Fuck the guy who comes in after me. That's exactly why Colin Trevorrow left. He's like, what did they do? Anyway.
I don't know how the 3 of them didn't sit in a fucking writer's room and plan some grand opera out.
Listen.
But more to your point, she was a heavily underutilized character.
Definitely.
And she should have been like the foot soldier at the heels, tracking them down the entire time.
No question. She needed to be out. She needed to be out of the match. She should have been chasing down Finn from day one. You could have had her simply as the Finn hunter. And that would have been cool. When Finn and Rose go to Canto Bight.
Oh, yeah, she should have been there.
There she is chasing them. Just make her the goddamn Finn Terminator.
Yeah.
Not just the Terminator, but she is specifically after F and 217 or whatever because of the episode 7 when he refused to kill that village, shoot at that village. And right off the bat, they had an issue.
She's got to make an example of him. Like,
Yes.
you didn't. There was no like backstory even.
Yeah.
Like, why is she special above any of the other stormtroopers?
Stormtroopers, right?
Like, why is she have this special
They
kind of
didn't-
armor? Like, what kind
Agreed.
of what is the relationship between her, Kylo Ren, and General Hux? Like, is there what's the relationship dynamic?
Oh, I agree.
Because before her, there were no like captains, right? There were only like generals and admirals, and then all of the foot soldiers.
I feel like there's a captain. There has to be a captain.
I feel like the rebels have captains.
No, Rebels definitely have captains. I got to think about that. That's a good thing. I'm trying to think. General Ozzel.
I feel like
Ozzel wasn't a captain. He was a general. Was it General Ozzel?
I feel like it was all like
General
high-ranking
Ozzel. Yeah, it might have been general.
officers.
All right, it's a good point. We're gonna look into that.
And I get that like this is the new order and all, but like or the first order, but I 100% agree with you that they just didn't do anything. And it's
I hear you.
No one knew what to do with her.
That's why it's Kyber Crystal in the rough. They needed to do better with Captain Phasma.
She should have been breaking.
It's official.
kneecaps.
It's on the record. 5 points to me. Give yourself 1 point.
Thanks.
I'm in a generous mood. We have a message
Okay.
from Derek, who was saying, Darth David, I was thinking of watching all the movies. I have seen none of the new ones. Then he says, it's a two-part question, I guess. What is your opinion on skipping Clone Wars? Should I suck it up and take my time to watch it? Jared, why don't you go first?
I just started watching Clone Wars. The first few episodes of the first season are a little like hard to get through.
I know,
but
I told
honestly,
you.
no, honestly, halfway through the first season, they realized what they should be doing.
Okay.
And focusing on Anakin,
I'm telling you,
Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka.
by season 3, really by season 3, it's going to be an excellent show. By season 5, it became an incredible show. I love, like I told you, the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars in general, season 7, it's as good as any movie you'll ever see in Star Wars, practically. It's that good.
No, I'm
Now, you got to get through the first 2 seasons, because what they did was, that was literally a Saturday morning cartoon. And then they took it up a notch and said, hey, we can put this on primetime at night, and then we can make it a little more adult. The more grown-up content starts happening around season 3, and it evolves from there.
Can I ask you a question about
I recommend it.
about Cad Bane?
Love Cad Bane.
He's a great character.
Amazing.
But-
Great to see him in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, so in the Book of Boba Fett, he had more of like a Western-esque type of like Clint Eastwood.
Why, no, he had that in the Clone Wars. He wore the
Clone
cowboy
War-
hat and he had a toothpick.
The voice was very like
Same guy.
no, I know it's the same guy, but when they introduced him in the first season of Clone Wars, it's kind of like a German or Austrian accent he's putting on. And then
So that happens sometimes.
like I guess he was trying to flesh out how he wanted it.
Yes.
And I don't understand why he just didn't go for the nameless drifter in the first place. Because that's exactly what
No, I know.
he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, maybe he just thought it would be too obvious or strange coming from an alien, but it works. It works. The way he talks, his voice.
Oh no, yeah.
And my God, to see him in Book of Boba Fett.
That was awesome.
Amazing. And I kind of wish they hadn't killed him, but I guess in Star Wars, you know, maybe you never really die. And I mean, what? He got
fucked up.
I forget. Did Boba? No, he didn't shoot him. He crushed him. Did he crush him?
I forget.
How did he get? He definitely killed him, I think.
Yeah, he's
but
definitely dead.
he crushed him.
Didn't the whatchamacallit, the
Forget. I gotta go back and watch the end of Book of Boba Fett now. This is embarrassing.
I know.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Honestly, that one episode of Boba
What
Fett.
happened to you?
That one episode of Boba Fett made me fucking cry.
Which one?
The one where like the whole like
Come on, I gotta know.
when he was training him.
Oh, episode 6?
Yeah, that
the
was
one
like
with Luke and Grogu.
That was the best.
Oh my
one of the
God,
best
so
things
good.
of Star Wars I've ever seen in my entire life.
I am gonna say this, and really, we were running out of time, so we might have to do Book of Boba Fett next week. We gotta talk about Book of Boba Fett, but I will just quickly say, Episodes 5 through 7. Those were the last. Actually, 5 through 7 were great, or 5 through 8. There were 8 episodes. But regardless, the last 3 episodes of Book of Boba Fett were amazing.
Oh, it was the most
unbelievable.
We'll save it for next. We'll save that
save
for
it.
next. We'll
save it.
That
We
for
gotta
next
get
time.
to the cage match to end it.
Okay.
This is gonna be a very unique one because I said I had been doing good guys, bad guys, kinda. We're going to go for something. I don't think either one is good or bad. Asteroid Slug from Empire Strikes Back
Okay.
versus the Sarlacc Pit. We all know the Sarlacc Pit.
Oh shit.
It's a difficult matchup because you're saying, Dave, man, they can't really move. Here's how it's going to work. We take their pits, right? We put them side by side.
And see who kills the first.
Who kills the first?
I'm
Who
gonna-
kills the one the first?
I'm gonna say Asteroid Slug.
Really?
Because if it could survive in space, it's probably invincible.
All right, that's not a bad call. Plus, we do know that a Sarlacc...
A Sarlacc can die.
can die because that dragon ate him.
Well, only the dragon ate him, but Boba Fett
True.
killed one.
I am still going with the Sarlacc Pit.
Really?
I am. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. I think what would happen is the asteroid slug would leap at him in the same way that he leapt at the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
Well, when that Sarlacc Pit leaps, when that asteroid slug leaps at the Sarlacc Pit, all the Sarlacc Pit's got to do is, boom, slam the trap shut. Get the tongues around the guy, get the teeth around the guy. That Sarlacc Pit will never eat so good. It's like eating a massive fucking butterball. Only times a million. It's the biggest turkey of all time.
I just don't know if it can kill it, though.
Also, think about this.
I don't know if something could survive in space. I don't think that a Sarlacc pit's going to be able to eat it.
Sarlacc, the asteroid slug is stupid, don't forget. I'm not even sure if the asteroid slug even has eyes. That's a stupid monster that is, if you can't even see. Whereas the Sarlacc pit doesn't need eyes.
It's got a tongue.
Like a Venus fly trap. Just come on in. That stupid-ass slug is going to bum rush that Sarlacc pit. That Sarlacc pit is going to come on in, and then boom, squeeze! You're dead.
But again, here's the thing. If Boba Fett could survive being in a Sarlacc pit.
Excuse me, I didn't know that asteroid slugs can shoot fire and have grenades and lasers. That's how Boba Fett destroyed the Sarlacc pit. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but it survives.
4 points for me.
It survives in space. It doesn't need air to breathe.
And that's another actually point in my category because maybe since it does live in space, oxygen would fuck it up that much more. Oxygen and sand probably destroy the goddamn. You know what? The more I think about it, this is a total blowout.
Actually,
Sarlacc pit's gonna fucking kill these guys like the 85 Bears killed the Patriots.
Is it gonna be on Tatooine? Is the match on Tatooine?
The match is on Tatooine.
Okay, then I'm gonna give it to the Sarlacc pit because if it's a slug, there's gonna be salt and minerals, and the thing's just gonna shrivel up. You win. You got me.
Yes!
I give in.
Tell everyone, Darth David once again defeated Jedi Jared.
Darth David wins.
And that'll do it. So we were supposed to not be on this week, but now we are. Obviously. You're listening to us right now. How would we not be here this week if you're listening to us right now? You're listening to us, so we're obviously here this week. So forget what I said about last week and about us not being here this week, because we're here this week. Listen. Hi.
By the grace of Yaddle, we are here.
We're here.
We're here. So please.
So what does that mean? Does that mean next week we'll be here?
Oh, we have to do it.
Okay.
It's Star Wars. It's the lead up to Obi-Wan.
So I think we're going to continue to drop these things on, anytime between Fridays and Sundays, I think is a good Yaddle Chaddle day.
Sure.
Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Or just set your, iTunes, Amazon Music, Stitcher, YouTube, and just pretty much anywhere else. Of course, my website, eastsidedavecountry.com. Jared, Jedi Jared,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Darth David. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's right. And we gotta tell you, since it's coming up, may the 4th be with you, Yaddle Chaddle heads.
May the 4th be with you, Yadmen.
He's Jedi Jared, I'm Darth David. Good night, everyone!